Hope everybody feeling good, man. Um, we got a lot to talk about. That's why I really put no title. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. And salute to all of my subs that's rocking with me, day ones, as well as my new subs, too. Y'all have to forgive me, man. I had to put some oil in my car, man, and do some other stuff, man. So I apologize, man, for not getting back with y'all. But nevertheless, man, let's get into a lot, man, that we got to talk about. What's up, Ted? I see you in here, man. Man, it was an action-packed weekend for some football, man, and as well as some basketball. Of course, you know, Kansas City still undefeated. Once again, they came through in the clutch. They came through in the clutch, like it or not. They came through in the clutch. The Cowboys, everybody thought that Cooper Rush was going to come in and be a savior, and that did not happen. They ended up, Cooper Rush only had 45 yards. He didn't even get 100 yards. And as far as I know, he's being benched for Trey Lance. And this is what I want to say about the Cowboys. I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys. I'm not going to even spend time talking about the Cowboys because one of my friends I spoke to yesterday, we talked about it for quite some time. And he was like, at this point, you can see why everybody is jumping teams. Hell, you got Bubba Dub. You got Bubba Dub up in there talking about he a Bills fan. Shout out to Bubba Dub, too. You got Bubba Dub up in there talking about he's a Bills fan. Where they do that at? The Lions found a way to win. Now, let me talk about the Lions, though. Now, everybody's criticizing Jared Goff because what is your donut? Your donut button? What? What the hell? Hey, man, somebody block that clown. Nobody talking about no, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Ted, man, come on, get on your job, bro. You said, where am I heading to? Headed to the grind. Headed to the grind. Nah, just block them if they a troll, if they saying stupid stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, donut shit, man. I don't do that shit, man. But the Lions, let's talk about the Lions, right? Jared Goff, he got criticized. He got heavily criticized, man, for him throwing 5 interceptions. But I give the Lions credit because they fought back, man. You know, the Lions, their backs were against the wall. Everybody thought that the Texans had it. That was a good game, man. Another good game was the Steelers and the Commanders. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to get more in depth with that in just a second. I want to give a shout out to the brother HDIITV. They had a dope ass live. I mean, man, they must have been alive for maybe about 9 hours, something like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, The Shine, and what's up with it, Stephen Green? I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to Stephen Green, man. Look at Stephen Green, man. He be giving them short videos, man. He gonna give you just, a little preview. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give you a little preview. But you said folks forgot it's possible to win throwing. Well, this is the thing that we gotta understand, Ted. Check this out. Right? Everybody criticizing Jerry Goff, right? But for doing the difference is it beats up in the playoffs, and of course he's a better overall quarterback than Jerry Goff. You know what I'm saying? Now Jerry Goff, don't get me wrong, Jerry Goff is no slouch. Okay, he's lived up to the contract that he signed over the offseason, and he deserved that max. You can't say that for Dak Prescott. You can't say that for Trevor Lawrence. You can't say that for a number of players who don't play quarterback position. He's living up to that contract. He's living up to heavy expectations. Man, come on, bro. He ain't even paying attention to what he's doing. You said just got stops and make plays on offense. Yeah. But I will say this though. Talking about the Lions, I got the Lions going to the Super Bowl. I got them in the NFC Championship against Washington, and it's either going to be between Washington. I know it's crazy. I know some people going to think that that's a crazy take. But I got Washington or the Lions going to the Super Bowl. Bruce Gas, what's up with it, homie? I see you in here, man. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie, Bruce Gas. He blowing that fire, yeah. And Ted hit the blunt. He be like, you said I like that Mike Tomlin stayed on code when about Jalen versus Lamar. Lamar a couple time MVP. Jaden has. Mike Tomlin was capping. Jaden Daniels is already better than Lamar Jackson. You could flip it, try to transform it, give me all these different scenarios, MVPs, all that other stuff. You could try to do that. It's not going to work. Jaden Daniels already sees the field better than Lamar Jackson. Jaden Daniels, he might not be quite as good as an athlete, but he's still an athlete. Of course, he's a Heisman winner, and he's more accurate and has a better completion percentage than Lamar Jackson. Now, a point that was brought up to me is that, okay, they got to wait to get some film on him because he is a rookie. That's what happened to Dak Prescott. He came out the gate 13-3, and had the best rookie season ever. We got to see how he is the next year, but already from what I can see, the mechanics, fundamentals, he's already better than Lamar Jackson. He's already better than him. And I'm going to tell you this is going to hurt a lot of other people's feelings. If he gets further in the playoffs, if he ends up going to like an NFC championship and does the unthinkable and goes to a Super Bowl, I already got him better than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson hadn't been to a Super Bowl. And on top of that, Lamar Jackson don't have no excuses this year. You just picked up another receiver. And on top of that, you got Derrick Henry. No excuses. Ashley, what's up, Queen? The beautiful Ashley in the building. He ain't got no excuses. No excuses. None. He don't have none. None, Ted. None. Josh Allen, he ain't got no excuses. Listen, they're still gonna find a way to win. See, this is the thing, Chad, that you gotta understand. Kansas City can beat you in a multitude of ways. I think the brother HDI talked about this. Once again, shout out to HDI. Make sure y'all go sub to HDI. They had a dope ass live. And shout out to Scrub Zero. Shout out to Outlaw. Shout out to Jose Rodriguez. Who am I forgetting? Shout out to all of them guys that's over there, man. That really get in depth with football. I'm gonna tell you something. Kansas City can win. They can win pretty. They can win ugly. They could, they don't have to. They could play sloppy. They could get you in the clutch. Mahomes could be the dancing savant that he is on the. He could play basketball on grass. He could throw it. He could come through right at the end of the game. He could save the game. He could run it in, bulldozing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I mean? The total complete package. You know what I mean? You said Jaden and Lamar are my two favorite quarterbacks. Okay, Ashley, what happened to C.J. Stroud? Oh, look at her now. Look. She said I like him dog. Now she represent. You know what I mean? Nah, but right now I got to me I got Kansas City. And either the Bills or the going to the AFC Championship. I know. I've seen some weaknesses. And it's the same thing for Josh Allen. I'm not letting him off the hook either. Man, Ashley, you know you like Caleb Williams. You know you like Caleb Williams. You like them light bright, them curly, them light bright curly hair niggas. Yeah, she like them yelling niggas, you know what I'm saying? That they creep up right behind when ain't nobody looking. Hey baby, you know, you look mighty fine in there, you know. I don't want you to think, you know, that I don't want you to think that I'm that way, you know. I just but look, they try to front like they hard. Nah, not all light skinned niggas, man. I got the liberty to say that, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's all I grew up around hella light skinned niggas. Yeah, she like that. I'll be sure. Do you really want to be off on your own, girl? I can think about Ashley all night and day. Oh, what was that nigga name? I think his name was Christopher Williams. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming her. Sorry, man, I'm singing from my diaphragm. I'm like singing from my nose right now, you know what I mean? I got my allergies and all that, you know what I mean? Don't wake me, I'm dreaming her. Nah, but um, but yeah, it was a great weekend. Now I like that matchup. That was a good matchup. Steelers versus Commanders though. Let's talk about that game. We had a veteran quarterback um, versus versus a rookie. I'm gonna tell you something. Even though that the Commanders lost that game, they made it very interesting, and they showed me that they can play. Dan Quinn can adjust to anything that you throw at him. Oh yeah. See, thank you, Ashley. You're the only one. You're the only one that know that about Christopher Williams. You are the only one that knows that. I'll be like, yeah. Do you know how who Christopher Williams is? He be from New Jack City. Look like I'll be sure. Wesley Snipes stuck the blade in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga. You know he. But I have to describe it to niggas. Then they be like, oh, but when I say Christopher Williams, you already know who I was talking about. Because everybody wanted to be like them niggas back then. Everybody wanted to be like that back then. Oh my God, he come in here talking shit. Purdy is elite. That's not what you said a couple seasons ago. You was calling that nigga a game manager. Cut the cap, Moses. Nigga, y'all supposed to win. We depleted right now. Y'all got Christian McCaffrey back, but y'all ain't going nowhere without Brandon Ayuk. I tell y'all that now. Y'all ain't doing shit without Ayuk. And y'all missing the other pieces. The only thing saving y'all right now is Fred Warner. And salute to Matt, man. Matt know I'm fucking with him. Nah, man, you can't do that, man. Nah, man, keep that same energy, Matt. Nah, man. That's like them females. They be like, Nah, Ayuk is who he is. Like, man, hell nah. Ayuk is better becoming. Hey, Matt, am I lying about this? Ayuk is becoming a better receiver than Debo. That's why he wanted his money. I don't blame him. Hey, we wanted Ayuk. We could use Ayuk in Tampa, but you know we already got Evans and we got Godwin. McCaffrey played, but he still got to get his rhythm, sweetie. Actually, he didn't play that much. Like I think he had like 13 carries, but he still got to get his rhythm. That's not. He had 13 carries for like 40 something yards, I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all. He still got to get in rhythm, man. I was like, damn, they activated him because remember, Chad, Matt Moses, everybody up in here. Actually, I thought that CMC was gonna be out for the season. That's what I was talking to Cypress about. Angelo Bell, I see you in the building. Yeah, man, I had to chastise my daughter this morning, man. She tried to take her tablet to school, man. You can help us on the bench injured. Might not even come back the same. That's cap. That's cap, man. That's cap, sir. That is Cap, who's not looking the same as Debo. I told you that when he hurt his shoulder. That's Cap, man. Ayuk is going to come back, and he's going to come back even better. Come on, man. What you doing? What are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's, man, Matt Moses, see, that's stupid right there. Why would you do that? And he just signed a contract. Why would you do that? You know he just signed a max contract. Why are you going to find a replacement? They're not going to do that. Listen, the only thing that's killing the 49ers is injuries. Now, I tell you who probably need to find a replacement for, and shout out to Lemon Pepper Lou, because he's a 49ers fan too. Shout out to Lemon Pepper Lou. It's your kicker, man. I mean, your kicker missed what, three field goals in a row before he made the last one? That's who I would be shopping for. Well, yeah, Purdy deserves his money. Purdy deserves his money. Damn, she would think. Got me licking my lips. Actually, I said I want a dime. That's top of the line. Nah, you said Debo needs to stay. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that you got to get rid of Debo. What I'm saying is Ayuk, you acting like Ayuk is a slouch and he gonna be a slouch when he come back. Nah, he just signed a max. They signed him for a reason. Now, if you said that, I'm trying to think about somebody. The person you got to, I'll give you an example, Matt Moses. Like, we got Godwin. He suffered 2 back-to-back major injuries. Okay, that's what you got to worry about. Or Deshaun Watson on some shit like that. That's what you got to worry about. But, of course, we all know Deshaun Watson can't go anywhere because of his contract and all that what the Browns did. Man, and check this out. Did y'all see what the Cardinals, speaking of Kyler, Matt, did you see what the Cardinals, man, they coming out of nowhere. I think Ted has them as the dark horse. Oh, well, you said Kyle. You mean Kyle Shanahan. Man, fuck Kyle Shanahan. I don't like that motherfucker, man. His dad was cool, but not him, man. I feel the way, to be real with you, Matt Moses, I feel the way that you felt about Kyle Shanahan like 2 seasons ago when they had Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, nah, you was right, Ted, but we still got to see. But Kyler Murray was making them look old, man. He was making the Jets look old. It's time for Aaron Rodgers to go. I'm giving Aaron Rodgers a smoke each and every time he plays. It's time for his ass to go, man. You sat up there and you tried everything in your power to get Salah fired and make it seem like it was his fault, when really it wasn't his fault. I had to rethink everything. It wasn't Salah's fault. Don't he? I agree with you on that, Matt. And me and Matt, we never agree on anything. Matt the homie, y'all, man. Nah, but because I remember when Matt and Lemon Pepper Lou, they was both on there trying to get on me about Jimmy Jimmy G. I was sticking up for Jimmy G, won't I? I'm like, man, Polo, you delusional. Polo, you capping. Man, Kyle Shanahan gotta go. Matt Moses was like, he was so angry at me, man. Like, I was like, man, why you angry at me? That ain't even my goddamn team. You said Cowboys might not win another game. Hey, you know what? At this point, you got to think about next season, and you got to think about the future. Well, you're not gonna be able to make any moves. I forget the analyst's name. I think it was Damon Woody. You can't make any moves until about 3-4 years or something like that. Any major moves. Y'all paid the people that y'all needed to pay. Yeah, shout out to Colorado, Coach Prime, all y'all haters. And shout out, see, a person that y'all not giving credit to, y'all got to give the credit to Warren Sapp. I know Warren Sapp be cooning and buffooning sometimes, but I got to give a shout out to Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp is not getting his credit. He started off a little slow. I had to figure out what he was doing with his schemes and all that. Yeah, Sapp is coaching his ass off. He's really taking it serious. He started off a little slow. That's natural. We're talking about defense. We're talking about developing an elite defense in the Big 12. It's not easy, and now you ranked. Hey, they cooking with grease. You said my Carolina Panthers might better than the Cowboys. Oh, you mean might be better? I don't know, man. And Carolina organization is all fucked up. I hate the way that they did Cam Newton. You know, I hate the way that they did Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? I hated the way Cam Newton's career just ended because Cam Newton was. I don't like Cam Newton. Sometimes but Cam Newton as a player, Cam Newton was my guy. Cam Newton was my guy. I mean, he took a team to, I'm not gonna say full of nobodies, but he took a team single-handedly, in my opinion, took a team to the Super Bowl. He just didn't capitalize. And I think that Cam Newton's a borderline Hall of Famer. He's borderline. What up with it? Jelly Bean, I see you in the building, man. Shout out to the DMV. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to DC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to everybody that way. You said Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck stayed another season in college to avoid Carolina. Man, we see how that worked out. We see where he's at, retired. I mean, I think he is too. I think Cam is a Hall of Famer. He's broken. He's got a lot. He's got a few records, man. The Super Bowl would have helped him, but if we're gonna go by that logic, I'm not comparing him to this guy. I'm not saying that he's on his level, but if we're gonna go by that logic, we gotta look at a guy like Dan Marino, who is my favorite quarterback of all time. Oh, you don't think he's a Hall of Famer? I think he's a Hall of Famer, but borderline. I'm not saying, oh yeah, you give him a gold jacket right away. Nah. Because if it took you that long to give Terrell Owens a gold jacket, it better take you even much more time to give Cam Newton a gold jacket. I'm saying if they considering him. But that's just like with hold on one sec, y'all. Motherfuckers think Eli a Hall of Famer. Nah, he is a Hall of Famer. Eli put up better stats than his brother in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl, and he got a better record than his brother in the Super Bowl. So that ends that argument. Eli is a Hall of Famer. You might not like him. You might say all this stuff about him, but Eli's a Hall of Famer. Right away, hands down. Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. Nah, Cam Newton is a Hall of Famer, man. He borderline, but he a Hall of Famer. Yeah, Eli, man, Eli's a Hall of Famer, man. Like, you gotta think about it, man. He brought 2 rings to the Giants. All right, make sure y'all hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment, man. Shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Till then, I'm out.